Hello viewers, welcome to CVR English Special Edition, which is the sports hour which reviews each and every innings. Today at the end of the match, with the final innings, we are with you to analyze today's match, which is the semifinals, which is between Australia and the mighty Indian men in blue. Well, the match starts with the toss, and the toss, as usual, from last consecutive 14 times, Rohit Sharma has made a record by losing the toss. Well, a toss doesn't matter, which means toss is not in our hands. Well, our luck, fate and God depends upon the toss. Well, in fact, the losing of toss had been one of the advantage for Rohit Sharma, or it can be considered as a lucky factor for Rohit Sharma that he has been losing all the tosses, but he had been winning all the matches. Well, let's go, by not wasting time, let's go into the match details. Well, Rohit Sharma lost the toss, Australia won the toss, and Australia chose to bat. Well, that was the worst decision ever by Australian team, because, well, a deserving captain Steven Smith and a mighty captain who should be considered one of the legends of ICC trophy is Rohit Sharma. Well, Rohit Sharma also lost the toss. Well, Rohit Sharma, if at all he won the toss, he would have been taking chasing, because India is known as the chase master, and in fact Virat Kohli got his name run machine while in chase, and that too with Australia. Well, let's go into the stats of the match without wasting our time. Well, the Australian opening pair, Head and Cooper, were a mighty form, but Head and Cooper went for a deadly slow start. Well, Cooper was duck out by Shami, well caught behind the stumps. Shami took Cooper for 0. Well, next comes Head. Head scored 39 runs of 33 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixes, and with a strike rate of 118. Well, that was a very fiery innings by Travis Head. Well, Travis Head, though he started with a very slow start, well, he was playing a test match in an ODI semi-finals, that too in an ICC Champions Trophy versus India. Well, after then, the way he picked up the rhythm, after that the way he picked up the momentum, after the specific time when Travis Head started his way of batting, everything started changing dramatically. Well, Head scored 39 runs of 33 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixes with the strike rate of 118, but Travis Head was beaten by young ball Varun Chakravarti, the mysterious spinner of Indian cricket side. He was one of the secret weapons for Australia. Well, Varun Chakravarti, even in his previous matches also, he had proved why he is known as gem of Indian cricket bowling side. KKR Kota was the name of Varun Chakravarti, or many other players, Rana and many other players, but well, young deserving player Varun Chakravarti got his man, the Travis Head, who is big man of Australia today. Well, Steven Smith, the captain, also bowled. Steven Smith, the batsman and the captain of Australian cricketing team, had also scored very good numbers. Steven Smith has scored 73 runs of 96 balls with 4 fours and 1 6 with the strike rate of 76. Well, Steven Smith played a very sensible innings during that time, because if at all Steven Smith would have played like Travis Head, well, the score would have not reached to such extent. That's the reason why Steven Smith is known as one of the brain using player in cricket. Steven Smith is also known for his test battings and his the weird behavior on the pitches, but today Indian bowlers had not given him that edge to be free on the pitch. Every ball was tight, every over was tight, every ball was taken care of, the length and line. Well, Steven Smith couldn't score a century today, but the innings which was played by Steven Smith was very sensible. Well, next comes Labuschagne. Labuschagne has scored 29 runs of 36 balls with 2 fours and 1 6 with the strike rate of 80. Well, that was a medium range innings by Labuschagne. Well, that should be considered as a not a good side performance from Labuschagne today. Well, next comes Josh English. Jose English has scored, the wicket keeper has scored 11 runs of 12 balls with a strike rate of 91. Well, that was not expected by Jose English. Jose English is one of the good performer of this tournament and is one of the best performer from Australian cricketing side. Alex Carey, who is one of the good test batsmen of Australian cricket side, has been picked to one day internationals in this ICC Champions Trophy tournament. Well, Alex Carey has scored 61 runs of 59 balls with 8 fours and 1 6 with the strike rate of 107. Well, this innings, when compared to Steven Smith, Alex Carey has scored a very good number. Well, the figures may vary by Steven Smith and Alex Carey, but the strike rate should be considered with 61 balls, 61 runs of 57 balls, 8 fours and 1 6, which means most of the runs came by boundaries. Well, that should be appreciated by young man Alex Carey. Well, Glenn Maxwell is known as the big match big player, but Maxwell couldn't have contributed much today, and he was bowled by with a very clever ball by Akshar Patel. Maxwell has scored 7 runs of 5 balls with only 1 6 with it and with the strike rate of 140. Well, in this situation, strike rate or boundaries doesn't matter because of a single digit score. Dwarshuis have scored 19 runs of 29 balls with 1 4 and 1 6 with the strike rate of 65. We can't expect much from a tail ender, but those boundaries from a tail ender were well deserving to the specific player. Next comes Adam Zampa. Adam Zampa had scored 7 runs of 12 balls with 0 fours and 0 sixes with the strike rate of 58. Well, Adam Zampa, who is a bowler, full-time bowler, he had scored 7 runs, but that too with singles and that too in the ending overs. Well, that was something. Next comes Illies, has scored 10 runs of 7 balls with 1 6 with it and with the strike rate of 162. Next comes T. Sangha with 1 ball, 1 run and with the strike rate of 100. And when the matter comes to extras, 7 extras were given by the Indian bowling lineup. Well, 7 runs in extra and that too, and every extra was only wide. Well, that 7 to 5, see 5 to 7 runs in could be accepted in the form of extras. This is what we are saving from the day one. So 5 to 7 runs is okay. Any bowling side will have those basic line and length issues. Sometimes it may bowler couldn't get the maximum support from the pitch. That is the reason why sometimes a wide occurs. But well, 7 runs in the form of wide, well, that should be accepted without any problem. Next comes the bowling side of Indian cricket team. Well, the bowling side of Indian cricket team also performed a good performance today. Well, let's go into the stats of Indian bowling side. Shami with his full over quota with 10 overs, he conceded 48 runs with 3 wickets with the economy of 4.8. Well, that was a very good performance by Mohammad Shami, and 3 wickets by Mohammad Shami was also very required in this moment because Shami had gone to his bad phase in the last match. Well, coming out of that, Hardik Pandya with 5.3 overs, he conceded only 40 runs with 1 wicket, but economy is 7.3 of Hardik Pandya. Well, keeping aside economy or the runs which Hardik Pandya has conceded, but the opening blow for Australian cricket team was by Hardik Pandya. Kuldeep Yadav, one of the mysterious spinners and a leading wicket taker in this tournament. Kuldeep Yadav with the over, he bowled 8 overs with 44 runs conceded, 0 wickets and with the economy of 5.3. Well, Kuldeep has to cope up. Varun Chakravarti, the mysterious bowler and the young talent of Indian cricketing bowling side. Varun Chakravarti has also completed his full 10 overs quota with 49 runs conceding in those 10 overs and by taking 2 wickets and the economy of 4.9. Well, a new bowler and that too facing a pressure match, that too in an ICC Championship Trophy semi-finals against Australia. Well, he could be a bit nervous, but the wickets he took, main and prime Travis Head, well, that should be considered for Varun Chakravarti. Akshar Patel Bapu has bowled 8 overs in which one is a maiden. Well, that should be accepted. Keep it up, Aksar. Aksar has bowled 8 overs in which one is a maiden over and considered 43 runs in those 8 overs with 1 wicket and 5.4 economy. Well, Aksar was exceptional in the entire tournament. After Shreyas Iyer, it's Akshar Patel who is consistent in his performance. Well, next comes Ravindra Jadeja. Jadeja has bowled 8 overs with 1 maiden in it, and well, Jadeja should also be appreciated for the maiden. Ravindra Jadeja had bowled 8 overs in which one is a maiden over, and he conceded 40 runs in those 8 overs with 2 wickets in hand and with the economy of 5. Well, finally Australia has scored 264 runs all out. Well, that was a very good sign, all outing Australia in a semi-final match. This boosts up Indian cricketing team's confidence. Well, next goes to Indian bowling lineup and batting lineup. The opening pair of Indian cricketing team is none other than Captain Rohit Sharma and opener Shubman Gill. Well, both of them were not in that much good form, but there was a century for Shubman Gill in one of the matches. Well, the scorecard of Indian cricketing team is like this. Rohit Sharma had scored 28 runs off 29 balls with 3 fours and 1 6 with the strike rate of 96.55. Well, that's typical Rohit Sharma from you. From the day one and the first match of Indian side in this ICC Championship Trophy, Rohit Sharma had played in the very same way. In fact, Rohit Sharma was consistent in the way what he wanted to play. He will open his fiery side and he will go into the bigger pull shots or bigger shots. Rohit Sharma concentrates on defeating the opponent team mentally. Well, by his master and fiery strokes, every team is afraid of it. That is the reason why Rohit Sharma goes into hitting from the very ball he comes into the field, so that he can establish the domination on the field on the others, in fact the bowling side. Well, Shubman Gill has scored 8 runs with 11 balls and with 1 4 with the strike rate of 72. Well, this performance is not accepted by Shubman Gill in finals. Well, a ton is required from Shubman Gill's bat in the finals. Next comes Virat Kohli, the king, the chase master, the man, the myth, the legend. What can someone say about Virat Kohli? Virat Kohli is nothing but big man's. This big man will comes up only in big matches and scores big runs. Well, Virat Kohli likes to chase and Virat Kohli likes to hit against Australia and Pakistan. These figures of Virat Kohli shows us what and why Virat Kohli is required and what is the importance of Virat Kohli in Team India and especially in one-day batting side. Kohli had scored 84 runs in 98 balls with 5 fours and with the strike rate of 85. Well, if at all we considered Steven Smith innings as one of the brilliant innings of this innings, well, you're wrong, my friend. Virat Kohli's innings should be considered the best in this innings. Shreyas Iyer had scored 45 runs with 62 balls and 3 fours and with the strike rate of 72. Well, Shreyas Iyer, as I said before itself, Shreyas Iyer had been one of the best and consistent performer in the entire series Champions Trophy. Well, Shreyas Iyer need to be given the man of the tournament if at all India wins the tournament. Next comes Akshar Patel. Bapu comes into the field after Shreyas Iyer. Akshar Patel has scored 27 runs of 30 balls with 1 4 and 1 6 with it and with the strike rate of 90. Well, the bowling all-rounder had proved that why he is considered as an all-rounder. Next comes wicketkeeper KL Rahul, the finisher of the match. KL Rahul had scored 42 runs in 34 balls with 2 fours and 2 sixes with the strike rate of 123. Well, this is what every Indian cricket fan wants to see from KL Rahul. When everyone were trolling KL Rahul, his fans took KL Rahul's side and supported him. Well, today KL Rahul had proved that why his fans consistently support him He is the man who takes responsibilities onto his shoulders. Well, by staying to the very last run of the match, KL Rahul had shown his intelligence and factor of taking the responsibility onto his shoulders. Next comes Hardik Pandya, the Tufan of the match. Hardik Pandya has scored 28 runs of 24 balls with 1 4 and 3 sixes and with a strike rate of 116.37. Well, Hardik Pandya came as a storm, went as a storm, but the impact which Hardik Pandya has created on the field had made a big impact. In fact, with the very small glow of Hardik Pandya, even KL Rahul has ignited today. Everyone thought Virat Kohli would complete his century and KL Rahul probably would complete his half century, but weather took it in a different way. Fate took it in a different way. Fate was written that this match should be ended by KL Rahul. It was the very same KL Rahul who took blame on him, who faced every criticism on him during that final World Cup match final when he played a defensive innings which was required in the situations. Well, today the very old and the very same KL Rahul has scored one of his best innings today. Well, next comes Ravindra Jadeja. He scored 2 runs in 1 ball with the strike rate of 200, and extras from Australian cricketing bowling side were only 3. Well, they should be appreciated from Australian cricketing side. The bowling figures of Australian cricketing team is as follows. Ben has bowled 7 overs with 0 maidens in it, conceded 39 runs with 1 wicket with an economy of 56. Well, people took advantage of Ben's new entry into the cricketing field. Well, young man, you deserve more chances. Nathan Ellis had bowled his full 10 overs quota, conceding 49 runs with 2 wickets in hand and 4.9 economy. People took the advantage of the pitch conditions and power play whenever Nathan was bowling. Cooper, the man who also given his best from the batting, Cooper has also bowled 8 overs with 37 runs conceding in it and with 1 wicket with the economy of 4.6. Next comes Adam Zampa. Adam Zampa is the person who took Virat Kohli's wicket today. If at all Virat Kohli was not taken in that situation, well, it would be another ton for the king. Well, Adam Zampa also completed his 10 overs quota. With 10 overs quota, Adam Zampa had bowled 10 runs with 60 runs in it. He considered 60 runs. Well, Adam Zampa is also one of the experienced bowler. Still, people took him granted today. With 2 wickets in it and with the economy of 6. Tanveer Sangha with 6 overs considered 41 runs, 0 wickets, 0 maidens with the economy of 6.8. Glenn Maxwell, he bowled 6.1 over by conceding 35 runs with the economy of 50.7, maiden overs 0, wickets 0. Travis Head had bowled 1 over, he considered 6 runs, and with the Travis Head also marked as today's one of the highest economy player today, because 1 over 6 runs, which is directly equal to 6 runs economy for an over. Well, this was the match today, and the match is very interesting today because it's a semi-final match, and India also remembers the old innings which happened during World Cup in India in Narendra Modi Stadium, Gujarat. Every Indian fan is eagerly waiting for today's match so that India could win against Australia and disqualify Australia from Champions Trophy, and so that India could take the old revenge, and people of Indian cricket team fans could relax their hearts and souls by winning the match against Australia. This was the main reason why everyone considered this match more important than final, because whenever Australia enters into finals, it's tough to defeat Australia in the finals match, and that too especially in ICC trophies. Australia had won 14 ICC trophies in their entire cricketing in the entire Australian cricketing career. Well, that's not a small thing. Pakistan has very small number of cups in their entire ICC journey. Bangladesh have 0 cups. South Africa has only few cups. Australia has few cups. India has few cups. But the leading cup winner is Australian cricketing team. Well, that was a big blow for Australian cricketing team. It was independently and curiously thinking that it took the Australia took the match for granted and thought that Australia would have easily being selected for final and they could defeat India. Well, that could not happen today because of the pitch conditions and because of the performance of the players today, because Australia had given their best, but in fact India was on its best today. Well, this was the innings review today. Well, everyone was hoping that India would win the match today and would qualify to semi-finals. Well, every person from CVR is wishing all the best to champions Team India. T20 champions Team India will also win the finals and make India proud in the ICC. Well, this was the end of the show. Well, let's meet in another show. Let's watch another semi-finals, which is between South Africa and New Zealand. Let us think that who will face India in the final. Well, it was Australia in the previous match who said that anyone can face Australia in the finals, because any which ways Australia would be going into finals. I think it was Pat Cummins, subject to be corrected if at all I am wrong. Well, now the situation is like this, and one of the best records that should be spoken today is KL Rahul had completed his 3000 runs in ODI format. Rohit Sharma had been one of the best Indian leading captain in ICC trophies. In these many Rohit Sharma had been captain in 4 ICC trophies. He lost only one match in all the ICC trophies in which Rohit Sharma is a captain. Well, that's a very good record from Rohit Sharma. KL Rahul took only 78 one-day matches to score his 3000 runs in one day. Well, Rohit Sharma and the Team India, which is qualified for finals of ICC Champions Trophy 2025. Well, everyone of us should pray for Team India's victory in the final, and that ICC Champions Trophy Cup should be placed in Wankhede Stadium or BCCI office. Well, every person from CVR wishes that Team India will win the finals and get that ICC Champions Trophy to Wankhede Stadium or to BCCI office. Well, this was the end of innings review. For such interesting and important news updates, keep watching CVR English. Signing off, Srikar Tumala.